What's up guys, Clunky here, hope you guys are doing super well, and today I'm very happy to present you the best freaking beast mastery build in the whole freaking world for Dragonflight. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. Today in the video we are going to talk about the stats first, and then the talents, and then the PvP talents, and the burst rotation. And at the end, I'm going to include secret macros that you can actually pick up right away, copy and paste. And unlike big YouTubers who talk about nothing for hours, I'm going to actually show you guys insane macros for Beast Mastery. So it might be worth it to watch it until the end, right? So anyways, whatever you do, let's get into it. So my stats right now are pretty freaking bad, okay? I'm stacking mastery because I'm playing marksman as my main, but as a freaking beast mastery you need haste, you need tons of it, okay? This is, by the way, the best freaking beast mastery hunter in the whole world for solo shuffle right now, sitting at almost 3k rating, and this guy has a lot of haste, okay? He has a lot of haste, a lot of it, okay? Almost no mastery at all. So about 30% versatility, right? 10% mastery, just like increasing your damage by a flat 10%. And then he goes for every piece of haste that he can, all right? So you need a ton of haste for your beast mastery, which I don't have because like I went all into mastery. So you're gonna use your 4 tier set bonuses, okay? If you can actually like get all the rest of the pieces with haste, it would be perfect. As your main weapon enchant, you're going to use high intensity thermal scanner, which is actually going to increase your mastery by about like 2k when it procs, right? So stats are out of the way. Now, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the pet that I'm using. That's called a Carrion Bird. In a video, I'm going to show you how to get it. It's pretty easy. It takes about like 10 seconds to actually get it, you know. So, all right. What is special about Carrion Bird is that whenever it attacks a target, it applies a debuff on a target, which is called mortal wounds. It reduces the healings received by 30%. It says 50%, but in PP it's about like 25%, which is still a big deal, right? So that's the first part. This pet right here reduces the healings of your enemies, on top of giving you primal rage. If you don't know what primal rage is, it's basically a lust, heroism for short. What it does, it increases your haste by 30%. Every 10 minutes, you can actually use it. It increases your haste by 30% for 30 seconds. And I've included it in my burst macro rotation, so it's super smooth to press. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the macros at the very end of the video. All right, so let's get into the talents and the PP talents, all right? So if you didn't like the fact that you kind of have to wait 10 minutes before using Primal Rage again, here's the catch, okay? You can always switch Dire Beast Basilisk for Kindred Beasts. What Kindred Beasts does, it actually reduces the cooldown of your Primal Rage by like 50%. Yes, 50%. And but it reduces the haste it gives you by quite a lot. And it reduces the duration by like 10 seconds. But you can actually use it every 3 minutes. So it might be an option if you don't want to wait 10 minutes before like one-shotting someone again, because you need haste to get off all of your global cooldowns. Because if you don't know a lot about BM Hunter, BM Hunters have insane amounts of global cooldowns you have to press before starting to burst, which I'm going to show you in the burst rotation. Just make sure to watch. We're pulling up to 250k DPS in the burst rotation that I'm going to show you, all right, in PP. 250k DPS, guys. All you need to know, okay, is that Activating Bestrial Wrath actually grants you 2 charges of Barb Shot, and you're gonna need to know this information because it's very, very important for the next step of this video, which is the burst rotation. Activating Beastial Wrath grants 2 charges of Barbed Shot, because when you have 3 charges of Barbed Shot on your target, you're going to deal huge amounts of damage because your pets actually go into a frenzy whenever the target has 3 charges of Barbed Shot applied on them. That right there is the most important talent in your whole tree, alright? Obviously, we're playing with Dire Beasts. Dire Beasts increases your damage by quite a lot. It increases your haste. It's another global cooldown, but this one is about like boosting your haste. 5% more haste actually makes a lot of difference, especially when you pop heroism. You're sitting at 35% more haste. We're playing with Bloodshed, increases your damage by 15% of the target. Dire Frenzy, Dire Beasts lasts an additional 2 seconds and deals 60% increased damage. Okay, and Dire Command, Kill Command has a 30% chance to also summon a Dire Beast. So it basically summons Dire Beasts all the time. And Piercing Fangs, while Beastial Wrath is active, your pet's critical damage dealt is increased by 35%. Alright, so now that we talked about the stats, we talked a little bit about the pet, we talked about the talents, PvP talents, let's get into the burst rotation right now. And that is pretty much it at this point. At this point, you're just like waiting to get your Beastial Wrath again. And you're kind of just like waiting. Oh, we got it back. We're going to use double Barb Shot. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. So we did 250k DPS, which is super dumb. Absolutely super dumb. If you guys noticed, you can just like go back during the burst window. It said like 250k, which is super insanely stupid. And yeah, so pets were chomping, like Big Chomp, that's literally my pet's name right here, was dealing 100k for every kill command. GG, my other pet, was dealing also 100k at max burst. Barb Shot is our third damage source, pretty negligible. So as I said, Barb Shot, like the trick for BM is actually like putting 3 Barb Shots on the target. Not right away, like you need to put all of your damage enhancing abilities like Bloodshed, Death Chakram, your Basilisk, your Dire Beast, but without overcapping on your kill commands. And yes, so I'm going to link down in the description my burst macro, which is super good for the Barb Shot Suicoro. I can actually like put it in the description if you guys are interested, so go check down in the description. It's tracking my Barb Shots. It's really good because I know whenever I'm like bursting really good and when to use my next Barb Shots to not let the buff fall off, you know. So it's very important. This pet right here, okay, Big Chomp, okay, that's a Ferocity pet, by the way. You can get this pet from Shadowlands. Okay, so this is the pet I'm using. This pet has heroism. It is free. I mean, you can just like click on it, tame it, get the hell out of that zone and like start pumping right away. So I would highly I encourage you guys to go get this pet. Alright guys, so we are in Bastion right now, and this above us is actually one of the bird I'm talking about, okay? So as I've said, Bastion, Shadowlands. So you guys know how to get that. You get from Hoverbus to, like, you take the portal from Stormwind, freaking Ogrimmar, and you just like fly straight to Bastion, and then right here is the spot where you can get the bird for free in like maybe 2 minutes max. Just the time it takes to get here, right? So you get here and you just tame it right away. And you can one-shot people. So leave a thumbs up, man. I would highly appreciate it. Alright guys, I've rewatched the video and it was a little bit hard to see where I was pointing, but basically you see the dot I'm putting on the screen. So this is the place where it spawns, alright? Bastion, right? Right over here. This, gentlemen, is the most secret macro in the whole world for Beast Mastery Hunter, which is usable for your survival hunter also. It is usable for every hunter spec, but it works better with Beast Mastery, alright? This is for rewarding you for watching my videos whole, because I make videos with no BS, unlike the big YouTubers who like film themselves like hitting random stuff in the wild and like, talking BS for like 10 hours. So let's get into it, guys. The macro actually lets you attack people while invisible. How sick does that look like? We're gonna summon our pet. We're gonna send them. See? So we are still in stealth right now. We are sitting in stealth and we're pulling upwards to 40k DPS while in stealth, gentlemen. So I'm going to include this macro again in the description, and if you want me to explain it a little better, the only way to make this macro work, you actually need to not have your pets active. Listen, this is very important. If you don't do it, it won't work, all right? So you need to not have your pets active, okay? Then you go into stealth, and then what you do, you want to summon your pet, and then spam my macro, okay? Spam the macro that I'm gonna link down in the description. If you don't do that, it won't work, right? All right, so I'm gonna explain it again because it's very, very important for you to actually understand how to do it. I'm dismissing my pets, and then I'm going invisible, all right? If you don't do this, it won't work. Right, so I'm gonna summon my pet and then hit my macro. As soon as I'm summoning my pet, I'm hitting a macro. Why? Because it's actually canceling your auto attack and it lets you stay in stealth. Very important. If you don't do it, it won't work, all right? Summoning pets, hitting my macro, spamming it. See? So you're in stealth, spamming big birds everywhere. If you're using the Carrion Bird that I'm using, like pumping 40, I'm sitting at 50k DPS, 43k DPS and stealth, actually just dumb damage. Like you can do this in arenas, in BGs, and a world PvP, and I'm actually gonna include a clip of what happens when you actually use it against real players, alright? Just watch this. Healing pets. He's using cooldowns. Come on, bitch. This guy doesn't know what's happening, man. I'm gonna start healing our pets. Oh, huge damage, huge damage. Disgusting damage from stealth. Hitting pets. Bro, this guy's dying from my pets. Are you kidding, man? Kill shot. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned anything, please reward me, man. Help me reach my goals. We're so close to hitting that 5k subscribers. And remember, I'm making no BS guides for World of Warcraft, so it would be highly appreciated if you would reward me by subscribing or sharing my builds, my stuff to your friends on Discord, on Facebook, whatever. Every time you do that, man, it actually encouraged me to make better stuff. And yeah, so that's basically it. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the day. This was Clunky Doo. Stay awesome, gentlemen.